impressed with their quarterback, Gardner Minshew, what he's doing right now, throwing the ball around 58 times a game, completing 70% of his passes, 412 yards a game. He's really getting the ball out nice and getting it out accurately. Offensive line has done a great job. They've almost thrown 180 balls and only have given up 2 sacks. That leads me to believe great decisiveness at the quarterback position to get it out on time. Wideout-wise, I got some great wideouts with Martin Williams, Calvin, and Patman. Defensively, they do a really good job, in my opinion, of mixing up the fronts, going from 3-4 to over to under to jam, and us and our communication will have to be important. They do a lot of stemming from one front to another. Being able to diagnose that and being able to make the right calls is going to be imperative. Because of that, they always have kind of one extra man in the box. They're only giving up 98 yards worth of rushing right now. And in the back end, they're playing a lot more man. You can tell the confidence they have in the back end. They're only giving up about 137 yards passing a game, and for a total of 236 total defensively. So they're doing a really nice job. It's great to be back home. Great to be back in the Coliseum. This starts a Pac-12 gauntlet run that we have here, a very important Pac-12 game for us, and a good opportunity to be back home and try to compete for a Pac-12 conference win. Injury-wise, it's about the same as Sunday night. Obviously, I let you know about Chase having surgery here in 2 weeks, and Isaiah Polamalu will have his shoulder surgery on Thursday of this week. With that, I'll take any questions that you got.
Is Voorhees going to play?
He looked good today. Not as, he was a little stiff. Obviously, it's 2 days away from the game, so everybody's a little sore today. Usually this is a lighter practice day. I thought the guys really practiced well today, but we're all a little dinged and bruised, but he looked good. I would anticipate him playing.
As you look at it more, what gives you confidence that the offensive line woes can be fixed in short order?
Well, I think, one, they've got a tremendous football coach, Neil Callaway, and they're very competitive people, and they want to be good. I watched them today, and I thought they brought the right attitude out here. A very prideful attitude that they want to make a mark and make a statement and get better with each practice. I liked their attitude today, and it will continue.
Has there been a constant theme to their struggles over the past 2 weeks?
No, it's been, first 2 weeks was good in the run game and trying to fix a little pass protection. This past week, we throw for 322 and then we struggled in the run game. So I think the overall message is what I said, Sunday night for the entire team, and that's how I addressed it, is consistency and everything. Assignment, fundamental and technique, communication. Those are the things that are going to help us win football games, and that's every position, not only the offensive line, but all of us.
Play with Isaiah Polamalu, is he done for the year?
Yes, sir, he is. That's the shoulder surgery that he has is a significant one to hold the shoulder in place. It's the same shoulder that was surgical, and it's usually about a 6-month rehab process.
Is there any update with Bubba Bolden?
No, sir, there's not.
Clay, new turf at the Coliseum in 5 days?
I did not know that. You told me something.
That's what I heard, that there was some kind of
really?
grass disease or something.
Really, I know that when we the last time that we were in there, it was a little spotty, and then knowing the stadium, they do a great job. If they needed to replace it, they'll replace it. And usually it takes pretty quickly. So thanks for that information. That's good to know.
After the game started, you were walking off with JT and sharing some words with him. What was your message to him in that moment?
I just told him how proud I was of him, because I thought he really handled the situation extremely well. You're talking about being in front of a crowd of 100,000 people and performing like he did. It wasn't perfect, but just his poise, his demeanor, how he just stayed glued in that entire deal when things were going good, when things were a little off. I just thought he acted like a big-time quarterback the whole way through, and I wanted him to know that. He has such high expectations of himself and our football team, and you don't come out with a win. Sometimes it's good to give a kid a pat on the ass and tell him, man, I'm really proud of you.
Do you think the results and the volume he's having to throw is kind of obscuring how well he is playing?
Say one more time.
Do you think the results and the volume he's having to throw is obscuring how well he is playing?
I thought in that last game, throw the number of passes he did, and especially late in the game. Don't know how hard it is late in the game when everybody in the park knows you're going to have to throw it, and still going around making plays and having to avoid, and that D line knows there's no run game left. It's all pass, and then we're going to get to the spot. That's hard, and I thought he handled it really well.
You guys have dealt with 6-day turnaround before. What's kind of the biggest challenge of this?
The biggest challenge is just, 2 back-to-back road games, 2 physical games, emotional games. I was really looking forward to seeing how they were today, and I thought their emotions were excellent. I thought they came out here and competed their butts off. I thought they practiced extremely well, and my challenge to them was to do the same thing tomorrow and continue it. But usually when you come off back-to-back road games and on a short week, when you've been in routine, and this is usually a lighter day, I thought they had the right mindset. But today's a work day. We came in here like it was a Tuesday, and they acted like it was a Tuesday. And I was very proud of them.
Beyond the element of playing from behind, what prevented you guys from running the ball the way you talked about wanting to heading into the game?
Yeah, I said Sunday night I thought they did a nice job with the movement fronts, and I thought their D-line, it was a senior, experienced defensive line that played extremely physical, and the movement got us, and just flat got us, from some assignment bust to all of a sudden they're getting on an edge and getting a physical beat, and we're getting ready to face another movement team this week. So as you saw today, we did a ton of it, working all day. We really put a heavy emphasis on the run game today. About 80% of the reps that we practiced today were run game.
You guys got up to slow starts in 15 and 16 too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, having been able to turn things around mid-year twice, does that help you with the confidence to do it again this year?
Yeah, no question. The one thing that I've learned in 24 years of coaching is your kids are going to react how you react. If you don't show leadership, if you don't show that, hey, we understand exactly what the situation is, we understand the issues, here's how to fix them, now let's go get our jaw set and let's go do it. If you don't provide that leadership, they're not going to do it. And I commend our coaching staff for, having their jaw set and saying, hey, you know what, we understand that we've got to get better. I thought they brought a great attitude. The whole organization did today. We don't like being 1 and 2, and we look to try to remedy that.
Said was saying that you were maybe harder on them today in practice than you had been previously. Is that a conscious decision on your part to get after them a little bit more?
Usually I've been on both sides of the ball, so sometimes I'm over with the defense. Today I went to go be an offensive coach, and I got my bat on too. So I wanted to be an offensive coach today. And sometimes you get to be the head ball coach and decide where you stand. And today I wanted to coach my butt off. So I appreciate it.
Is Porter out?
No, we limited him a little bit.
I mean, for the game on Friday, is he?
He's out for the first half.
First half.
Yeah, for the first half.
You said before you don't like being 1 and 2, and the fan base doesn't like either. How do you, as the leader of everyone, prevent the noise from getting to the players, to your coaching staff?
But it's all about, I've always said it's about the men that are in the room. The beauty of college football is we all have jobs. We all have jobs. As a coach, your job is to find a way to win and help your players win. The job of the players is to go execute and perform. The jobs of the media is to report and give your opinion. And the jobs of the fan is to show great passion. And passion comes from winning, and passion comes from losing. And right now, I understand the passion that comes with losing. I've had very successful seasons, and I've been a part of unsuccessful seasons, and emotions come with both. And if you can't handle it as a coach, you shouldn't really be in the game. If you can't handle opinions or of whether it's a fan or whether it's media, it's part of the game. Don't let it affect you. And that's my same message to our kids. If you truly want to be a pro, this is easy. Go to that next level. Go be a New York Jet, or go be a New York Giant, and be on that pro level where it's every day. You ran one bad route that they're on you. So it's a great training lesson for all of us. And it's a good training ground for our kids. I hate it for them, but it makes them better.
Okay.
Thank you.